Hey guys, welcome to Let's Build. I'm so excited about the new frogs in Minecraft and Tadpole too. So we're going to build those today. I also have a frog that Minecraft didn't build that I want to show you I think should be included in the game. So get set, get your blocks ready, and let's get to it. Let's look at the blocks we're going to use for this build. The first one's black concrete, then gray terracotta. I know it looks brown. It really is gray. Mossy cobble, green terracotta, lime terracotta, green concrete powder, moss block, and green wool. All right, let's get started. So the green frog is probably going to live in the temperate regions, not too cold, not too hot. This is a speed build of this frog. I will be putting out some other videos with step-by-step instructions, block count numbers, and that kind of stuff. But I wanted to get this out so that you could see what you can do with these new creatures that they're adding to Minecraft. I had an idea that maybe you could make them into either a larger build with some huge lily pads, logs and stuff like that, or you can actually use this as a base. All you'd need to do is add a floor underneath and light it up really well, and you could live inside the frog. Maybe put some windows in underneath as well. Okay, the build is done. Let's take a look at it. See how she looks from all angles. And like I said, there's enough space to live under it if you wanted to. I'm pretty happy with the way that it turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed this build. All right, let's move on to the next frog. See you there. Hey guys, for the white frog, you're gonna need a mushroom stem, a couple of smooth stones, some calcite, light gray concrete, gray wool, white concrete powder, a bone block, white wool, 4 pieces of black concrete, and some snow blocks. Let's get to it. So the white frog. I believe the white frog is going to be in the colder environments. I put him on ice, but I'm not sure how typical that is. He's a reptile after all, so he probably wouldn't do great in an ice biome. But, you know, I figured I might as well show him with a colder pad underneath him. Again, this is going really quickly. I know you can't follow along. I will be putting out another step-by-step tutorial with block counts and instructions as I go along. So if you are wanting to copy this exactly, please be on the lookout for that on my YouTube channel. Loving how this build is going. I'm pretty excited about it. I would love to see what you've done if you change anything when you build the white frog. So if you do, please tag me on Twitter. Show me what you've done. Okay, it's time for the orange one. Here's the materials you're going to need. You're going to need a brown mushroom block, stripped oak wood, stripped birch wood, stripped spruce wood, stripped acacia wood, regular terracotta, brown wool, brown concrete, brown terracotta, brown concrete powder. Wow, that was easy for me to say. Brown concrete powder, lime terracotta, just 2 pieces, and some black concrete. Here we go. finally time for the orange frog. I believe this one is going to be in the warmer climates, so I did put it on some sand. It's like a desert toad, but it's really a frog. I don't know. Anyway, so this one's a little trickier than the other two because I used wood. And in order to get the wood correctly, sometimes you have to place it onto a different one to get the lines going the right way. So it does take a little bit of futzing around to do this one the correct way. As you'll see, I had to put other blocks in before I put down the stripped wood. I think it's a nice blend of browns and oranges, and then the mouth was mostly lighter sandy colors. I know this is going fast, but I'm planning on doing some step-by-step tutorials with block counts and everything so you can follow along more easily. Oh, yep, that's sand. If I had to count for misplaced blocks, right? Well, I like the way that it looks. I think it turned out pretty well. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And now on to my very own creation, the red-eyed tree frog. All right, my friends, now we're going to create the frog that I think should be in the game. My favorite frog, the red-eyed tree frog. Let's look at what we're going to need. For the feet, we're going to need some orange concrete powder, red sand, and orange wool. For the mouth, we're going to need white concrete, calcite, white concrete powder, and bone block, and for his smile, some light gray wool. For his red eyes, we're going to need some netherwort block, some red wool, some black concrete, and some green carpet. Then, for his back and head, we're going to need lime terracotta, green concrete powder, moss block, and green terracotta. And then for the rest of his body, we're going to need yellow wool, yellow concrete, blue wool, blue concrete, a couple blocks of lapis, and a couple blocks of blue terracotta. All right, let's do it to it. I figured that the red-eyed tree frog is usually found in a hot, damp environment, mostly on trees, so I decided to put down a wood base. Their feet are really colorful. I mean, their whole body's pretty colorful. So I used the mouth from the white frog, and then I did a little revamp on the eyes. And then the green frog's eye tops and back. I believe I copied the same thing. And then I went down and did parts of the legs, because when I was looking at the picture of the tree frog while I was planning this out, I noticed that there's some blue on both the front and the back legs. And then there's this yellow stripe between the green and the blue. So that's kind of what I'm trying to mimic here. If his legs weren't all bunched up together, it would be easier to see, but because of the way he's sitting, that's why there's just a little bit peeking through. And then I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do with the side here, because tree frogs are a little bit thinner than the other ones, but I ended up going with what you see. Hopefully you guys try this and enjoy it. If you do, tweet me a picture. All right, the final build for today is going to be the Tadpole. For this build, you're going to need some soul soil, some black terracotta, some gray terracotta, and some brown terracotta. As of now, the tadpole is going to be the baby of all of the frogs on Minecraft. So there's really only one type of tadpole that's going to be in the game as of now. I mean, that could change before the release comes. There aren't a lot of cool brown blocks that worked for this build. So that's why I have the soul soil. I know it's not as easy to get as some of the other blocks. Although you do have to go to a mesa to get the terracotta. Or you could make it, I guess. But I'm pretty glad that I did most of the building for these in creative because I've played too much survival Minecraft lately. It was hard to get the angle on the tail that I liked, but it's fine. I also feel like you need tons of these, not just one in your build. So luckily they're small. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed these new Minecraft frogs and my spin on the frog, the red-eyed tree frog. See you soon.